Okay, I need to take a second here. I did not expect Avatar Studios to take the universe in this direction. Not in a million years. Now, let's talk about the apocalypse. When I heard we were finally getting a follow-up to The Legend of Korra, I expected the formula. A new avatar, a new team avatar, a cool new villain with a tragic backstory. But after dissecting this teaser frame by frame, we aren't getting a classic journey. We are getting a tragedy. Because for the first time in 10,000 years of Avatar history, the Avatar isn't welcomed back to save the world. She's being hunted to end it. The teaser opens on a world that is barely clinging to life. An event known only as the Cataclysm has effectively ended civilization as we know it. The four nations? Gone. Wiped off the map. The last remnants of humanity survive in these heavily fortified locations called the Seven Havens. Look at the production design here. Ruined cityscapes that look like they were hit by a spirit nuke. Shattered landscapes where the very ground seems to be weeping. And spirits? Not the friendly ones from the Southern Water Tribe, but violent, corrupted entities wandering a broken world. Right from the opening shot, the visual language is screaming that this isn't the world Aang danced through, or the one Korra tried to modernize. This is a world in its death throes.
Then, we meet our protagonist, Pavi, an earthbender, and Korra's successor. But here is where the research kicks in and the lore gets twisted. Unlike every avatar before her, who were celebrated, revered, or at least respected, Pavi is treated like patient zero for the end of the world. She is hunted by both human warlords and the spirits of the wild. The dialogue in this teaser is chilling. One character whispers, "She is the destroyer, not the savior." Think about that for a second. The Avatar is supposed to be the bridge, the one who brings balance. But in this era, the very concept of the Avatar is synonymous with extinction. That isn't just a twist. That is a fundamental deconstruction of the franchise's core philosophy. And then, the teaser drops the nuclear option. The dialogue strongly suggests that the previous Avatar, Korra, is remembered not as a hero, but as the one who broke the world. History remembers her as a failure. But here's where my research brain kicks in. We need to look at the lore implications. If Korra actually caused the Cataclysm, that means she likely severed the connection to the past lives again. Or worse, she fused with Vaatu in a way that backfired catastrophically. But knowing the Avatar writers, they love a misdirect. Is the world right to blame Korra? Or is this an unreliable narrator situation where the survivors are blaming the Avatar for a natural calamity she tried to stop? One thing is already clear. Pavi isn't inheriting a legacy of hope.
She's inheriting a death sentence. And that is a challenge unlike anything we have ever seen an Avatar face. Now, if you're enjoying this breakdown so far and want to stay locked in on all the Avatar news, theories, and animation content coming your way, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for Alpha Toontastic and turn on the bell. We've got a lot more to unpack, and you're not going to want to miss what's coming next. Alright, back to the lore. Then comes the biggest shakeup. Pavi has a long-lost twin sister, Nisha. This is unprecedented in Avatar canon. We've never had a twin Avatar scenario, and the implications are massive. The teaser doesn't explain the separation, but it heavily implies that Nisha is pivotal to the survival of the world, or its total destruction. Is she the dark Avatar to Pavi's light, or is the twist that Nisha actually has the Avatar spirit, and Pavi is just a powerful earthbender who's being used as a decoy? It's obvious their connection will be the beating heart of this story, and I am all in on the twin dynamic. And I have to give it up to the animation team. The aesthetic is gorgeous. We're looking at a darker, grittier Studio Mirror style that feels like it borrows from Attack on Titan and Castlevania. The spirit effects are fluid and terrifying. The action feels weighty and destructive. The environments are massive, cinematic, and desolate. Everything feels bigger, more dangerous.